Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Robin Carter and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator out of Flower Mound, Texas, and today I'm here to share the components of the Boho Beach Kit. It's a fairly new kit in the kits collection, so you may not have seen this before. They are not in the annual catalog. The kits come out periodically and they put them in the kits collection online at stampinup.com. So before I get started to this, let me welcome those of you that have subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much for your subscription and welcome back. If you are brand new to my channel, or maybe you've seen a few of my videos but have yet to subscribe, I would really appreciate your subscription. Just hit the subscribe button below, and if you would like notifications of when I post a new video, you can ring the bell to get a notification. So let's get started with this kit. So the kit number is 162418. I believe that's an 8. Let me see if it's on the box anywhere. I don't think it is. These are the standard boxes you get when you're a kit. Anyway, if you do not have a demonstrator and are interested in getting this kit, you can purchase an online order and use this host code to support me. And this is my current host code. And for every merchandise total of $50 or more, you will receive a special gift from me when you use this host code. Now, if your wish list is long, like mine tends to get, and your merchandise total equals 150 or more, do not use this host code. Just do a regular online customer order. And if you choose me, Robin Carter in Flower Mound, Texas, as your demonstrator, you will also get a special gift from me. All right, so here is the kit, and here are the cards as they are intended. So what comes in this kit is a pecan pie ink spot, and I was really glad because I haven't made one of this one yet. I do have the full-size ink pad that I can bring in. You always get a new little block in the kits. Now, if you're like me, I prefer these blocks from Stampin' Up. This is the D block, and they just have this grip, which really helps me hold on to the block. But don't throw these away. What I use these for, I do sometimes use them for stamps when I have all my blocks covered up. But one thing I love to use these for is like a palette for color. So I either take my spots and just dab them right on there, and then I can use my watercolor brushes or my blender pen to add color to images. All right, so here are the envelopes. Let me just set this aside so we can get to it. So these are the envelopes. There are 8. They're all the same, but what I like about is they are on the front and the back. So what I do when I get that is I get my trimmer out, and I have this here to show you. And I just go along the edge and cut off a very small amount. You can see that's just a sliver. that's the official name of the sliver. All right, that way I can open it up, and then I have this whole piece of beautiful envelope paper that I can use if I'm making alternates for this kit. So that just shows you one. Now, I have a new organization system. I found these 7x9 envelopes on Amazon, and I found that if I store all my products in here, they tend to not get lost. So I did that with my last paper pumpkin because I kept losing the cut up card bases and stuff. So I added this, and I found they also work well with the Memories and More cards and envelopes that you can purchase. And these items are part of my favorite things, and I will have those in the description box of this video. And I just have a list of favorite things that I can purchase through Amazon that Stampin' Up! Does not carry that helps me in my craft room. So I am an Amazon affiliate, so those links are safe. They come, I'm able to get them straight from Amazon. So they're safe to click on, and when you purchase items like that through me, I get a few pennies back, and it helps me support my business. So if you consider using those links, I would appreciate it. All right, back to the kit. So it has a stamp set. Now, also, just like all my paper pumpkin and or new stamps, you need to always test your stamps when you get it. So all I do is take off the flimsy little film, and then I ink up the images. Now, I could bust that open and use that, But since I have my full-size pad, I'm just going to ink it up right here. So I'll leave it on the thicker acetate. I haven't really used pecan pie yet, so this will be a new color for me to use. Okay, so I've inked that up, and this is just a piece of copy paper that I recycle by testing my stamps on. Now, since it's not the white, smooth paper that's meant for stamping, the images may not be real clear, but at least it'll let me know that the stamps are etched well. Okay, and they are. That's a very nice leaf right there. So when I go to clean it, I first take a paper towel. This is a well-loved paper towel doing my paper pumpkin. And then I take my chamois and clean it off as well. So this is a quarter of the chamois. If you've seen my videos, I've let you know that I have cut it in half and then the other half in half. So I have a half and a 2/4. Okay, and let's put this little film back over the stamps. So those are nice. Now, smaller things like this, I've shared these many times in the past. These are the 5x7 envelopes are also part of my favorite things, and this helps me keep things organized. Now, I will be making a sleeve for this stamp set, much like I do my paper pumpkin sleeves. That way I can store them in little fridge bins, and I have them to use over and over after I'm done with this intended kit. So if you purchase this kit from me using the host code or selecting me as your demonstrator, I would also send you one of these sleeves if you would like one. So as a little thank you gift from me. All right. Lots of goodies, I know. Okay, so the card bases. This was one reason that I really purchased the kit was one, it's double-sided. So I knew automatically I could cut it in half, put it on my own card base that I make using thick white paper, and get at least 2 cards out of this by just cutting it in half. So you get 4 of this design, and then 4 of this design. And this one's my favorite of all the card bases. I love the colors. And speaking of colors, let's look at the coordinating colors of this kit. The coordinating colors are Crumb Cake, Lost Lagoon, Pecan Pie, Pool Party, and Wild Wheat. So this is the Lost Lagoon and a mixture of pecan pie and crumb cake. So let's put these in my little big envelope. I could use the box, but I don't know how, but stuff goes missing. So it just does. Also with that kit came some linen thread and of course some dimensionals to use. So I'm going to put those in here as well. And then there are little intricate die cuts as well and glue dots. Put those. Now this chair, I love this chair. I did go looking through the catalog to see if there was a current chair. It looks like you get 4. They're kind of all stuck together, so just be careful with them. So I was hoping I found a die cut of a chair, and there's not really a beach type chair. There is a rocking chair, but I don't know that I'd really take a rocking chair to the beach with me. Anyway, this is a very beautiful chair. I may try to do it with my scan and cut, but when things are really intricate like this little line and this little line, it's very hard to do with my scan and cut. I much prefer to use a die if I have one when I'm doing intricate cuts like that. But that's the chair that comes. And then this leaf, there's 4 of those because there's two little die cut things. This looks like the crumb cake. I'm going to put it there because it'll get lost in my hand. I guess I could turn it over and show you the size based on my hand. So that's the size of that. Put these in my little bag. Oh wait, do we get 3? No, I got excited thinking we got some extras. So no, we didn't get 3. Okay, and then we have these beautiful die cuts. And look at this umbrella. how intricate it is. I love that umbrella. Now this, I'm not even going to attempt that with my scan and cut because those are so fine that they would not work right. So I'll just have to get creative without a pretty umbrella. And then this is the leaf. It's also a part of that. I kind of bent it. Okay. So that's the Lost Lagoon color. And again, we just get 4 of those. And see, something would have already got lost if I don't put it in here. Okay, and then, now these 7x9 envelopes, they do fit in the, I'm just going to get a new one because stuff is getting all jumbled up there. Don't want to bend them accidentally, just trying to cram them in there. Okay, and the last ones are, these are the wild wheat color. So those are the different size leaves. And you know what, if you got creative, I'm guessing you could cut these to be like shells. And so that's an idea for those. And then the labels. Now we have 2 sets of labels. So there are 5 of each one. So you can mess up on one if you're doing it as designed and be okay. So these have little details down at the side and bottom. I do kind of like those labels. Those are nice. And so that is all that's included with this kit. Now these envelopes do fit in the box. The larger ones do not, but that's okay. I just keep them in a little side bucket of my projects I have going on. But at least I know all my envelopes and bases are there. So let me put all the components back in here. And then I'm going to get to showing you some things of some standalone dies you may not have noticed in the annual catalog. So, and I just found these and have a few that I can show you. So when you get your annual catalog, this is the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, you know in the back, they summarize all the bundles right here. And I think they started putting them in alphabetical order, which helps. Okay, and just notice most of these are brand new. Sometimes they will carry over one from the mini catalog as a bundle, but usually if something carries over, they just do them separate and you don't get the bundled savings. But if you keep going past the bundles, you'll come upon dies. And so these are dies that may have been in a bundle before or brand new standalone dies. So like Cheerful Daisies bundle, the Cheerful Daisy dies won't show up here. So these are in alphabetical order as well. So that you can only see those here. But when you get to the die section, you may notice like this is a new die, but it's not included in a bundle. And I'm on page 162. So one thing I just purchased to add to my collection are these nested essential dies. And I have them right here. And this is how I store them. I keep them in the sleeve that Stampin' Up! Sends them in, but I add a magnet sheet. And I believe I also have the magnet sheets listed in my additional products I use to help me with my craft room. I count them and write the number of dies here. Now that number is on the front, but it's really little. And then I'm going to have to flip around and see how many dies there are. I can do right there and count them before I put them away. So if you've purchased these magnet sheets, just one thing I want to point out, I get the non-adhesive ones. They do kind of stick to the tape that all those dies stick to when you first get it. But one side is more strong than the other side. So if you get these magnets, just be sure you kind of put them on there. And if you go like this and they stay, that's the strong side. You can kind of tell when you do the wrong side, they fall off pretty easily. So these are the nested essential dies. And if you've seen my videos, you know I love anything stitched. The detail that adds, I think it just knocks your cards up a notch. So that's one thing I want to show. And then I've also added this paper florist dies to my collection. I think it's going to be real fun to work with these. And they have announced the August kit has to do with flowers. So maybe this is something I will add when I do my August paper pumpkin kit, to do alternates with that kit. So I hope to get more use of that soon. So that's just some things I wanted to point out to you that you may not have noticed. So thanks for watching. And again, here's my host code if you'd like to purchase any of these products. And when I come up with alternates, I'm sure I will share my video with those. So be sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks so much for your support. Give me a thumbs up. And until my next video, have a great day. Bye-bye.